Okay. Hello. Can I be heard? Is voice transferring? Make a YouTube course on coding. I would love to if I had time. I do not. I wish I did. I might look into doing more tutorials and stuff, but yes. How are we all doing? Y'all doing okay? Right, I'm gonna switch over. This could be... I've never coded in front of anyone, so this could be absolutely horrifying. Right, I'm in game, and I think we've got chat. Is this? I think... I am a bit nervous. This could be interesting. I think it should be okay. Let's just hope my brain bears with me and that I can actually put stuff down onto VS Code. Okay, so we're going to be working on a dash mechanic. I don't know if any of you have heard of the game Celeste, but basically the idea is that it's kind of like a double jump. So you'll get to jump, and then I'll have some sort of way for you to do a dash. This is going to be for a custom map eventually, but this bit can be done by itself, so this could be interesting. So whenever you're jumping, ideally I would like it so you jump and you click and you dash in the direction you are looking. But the dash, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I think it would be cool. I think I might make the dash limited to up, diagonal, straight, diagonal down, and then down, right? Just to kind of keep it... I don't really know why. I don't know. I feel like it could make it more interesting, that you're more limited by exactly how you can move. So, to clarify, I've done no preparation for this, so I'm going to launch myself into it. So, you might see me sit here and have no clue what I'm doing. So, let's find out. I believe if I do this, if I do that, and then I can be like, look at that, I got the keybinds. I am using VS Code because it is my favorite and it has a nice little syntax highlighting. Oh yes, Galaxy Diamond, you're alt. Hello. How are you doing? Right. So they're both set up. So what I've got here is I've just got this load function which is running this. So let's just double check that works. I'll just do that. Go back into the game, reload, and hopefully D. Hold up. What? Why have I just put D? It should be dash. Okay, that's not. But the important thing is that's being run whenever I reload the world. Okay, and then I've also got this tick JSON which is running this function 20 times a second. So if I was to do that, hop back into the game. There we go. We've got that spamming the chat as fast as it can. Epic. Okay. So I guess let's get started. What am I going to make the trigger? So what I might do for now is I will make the trigger just a carrot on a stick because that's easy right click detection. I could always change it in the future, but I'm going to do that for now. So I'm going to create a scoreboard objective to track the click. So I'm just going to call that dash. I like to put an underscore before it. Underscore dash click. And then Minecraft.custom. I think it's... Oh no, it's Minecraft.used item, I think. Oh, I appreciate that, Galaxy. Oh, I've not got a drink with me. I might go and get a drink in a little bit. It'll be fine. Okay, so Minecraft used. I believe I'm looking for carrot on a stick. There we go. So I'll quickly add that to the reload. So this will get added anytime the data pack is installed. Dash underscore click. If I reload that, I can put it on the sidebar. And whenever I click, if I click, there we go. That score at the right has been incremented. Hopefully you can see that okay. Wait, is the Minecraft window a bit offset? It looks a bit offset. Huh. Oh well, I think it's okay, I think. Can you see this okay? I think it looks okay. I think it's maybe just a couple pixels offset. Ha. 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 Okay, so that's good. We've got that going. So let's create a function called as player, that's what I tend to call the function which runs as the player. So 20 times a second, I'm going to execute, I'll just do all players, @s, and I'm going to run the function. What did I call it? I just called it dash here, dash. I might add an, should I under, nah, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to add an underscore. So it should be dash, does it autocomplete? As player, and I think that's that. So now, if I was to do say @s, this will say whoever this is being run as. So if I reload, it should say my name in chat. Hey, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset that score that increments at the right whenever I click. I'm going to reset that every tick. So scoreboard players, reset @s, what did I call it? I think I called it dash click, but I only want to reset it if the score of dash click is greater than 1. And then I can also have this here. So if I do execute f score of @s, @s dash click matches. Oh wait, you guys can't hear game volume. I don't think that's a huge issue, but okay, it's fine. If the score of their click matches 1, yeah, that should be fine. Run, just do say hello, Ronick, and now there we go. As you can see, whenever I click, it's saying hello in the chat. Progress. Right. Alright. Oh wait, did I? I don't think I brought up the VS Code window, did I? I might need to be aware of that. Can I? If I forget to turn that on and off, please let me know. I'm pretty sure I've just done all that code without you being able to see it. Is that correct? Oh no. Oh well, we're back now. Basically, all I've done is I'm resetting the score, and if so I'm that score that's incrementing. If it matches 1, it says hello in the chat. And then here it's resetting our score when it's 1. So this just means whenever I click, it'll get run once, and then it resets. I pronounced it correct. Hey! Woo! I'm not a total failure. I quite like it like that. I'm gonna turn the daylight cycle off. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to only attempt to do the dash when you are in the air, right? So I believe there's a tag for that. So if I do execute f entity @s nbt equals on ground 0b, what have I done? Entity. How long have I been muted? Oh no. How did I do that? Ooh, how long's that been like that? Oh no. I don't even know how I managed to do that. Oh, do you know what I think it is? It's my keybind to mute is Control Alt right. How long have I been muted? How long's it been? Oh god. Either way, I don't think you've missed much. I've just kind of said whenever I'm in the air, I want to do a dash. So I'm just kind of explaining how I'm going to do the dash thing. How long did it take you to learn? I did just explain that. I was muted. Great. I've just kind of taught myself over like the last like 5 years or so. I'm 17 now, so I think 10 or 11. Maybe it's been like 6 years that. How have I muted again? Okay, hold on. I'm turning off that keybind. That is terrible. I'm so sorry. What? Hold on. Okay, hotkeys. What is my mute? Why? How have I managed to do that? Oh. Oh. Okay, okay, I'm gonna change that. What's my good? I'll just change it to Control M. Okay, I'm sorry, we shouldn't have that problem anymore. I hope that didn't happen for too long either. Basically, you can have datapacks on servers, definitely. It's definitely possible. I don't know of any servers which have datapacks on them already, though. So, there's that. I learned coding, like, over the past 5 years, just kind of teaching myself by watching videos and doing all sorts of different things. Epic. I can't believe I've been muted. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah. Motion on armor stand. I don't know how productive this is going to be, but let us find out. So, that's kind of maybe like a good motion for a diagonal dash. So, if I jump and then do that, I'd kind of want to follow that trajectory. I'd maybe want it to be a bit less curved. How to do this datapack setup and coding on my world playstyle. This isn't a tutorial as such. I'm just going to kind of be working through it, and I'll try and explain things as I do it. But there are definitely some good datapack tutorials. I can link one. There's a good one by Legitimus if you want to check that out. That has a very good thing on getting started with datapacks. Yo, this is cool. That is the plan eventually. Oh, okay. So that's the motion. I'll be able to change that motion. I don't know if I'm going to, like, pre-program that motion or if I'm going to, like, use a multiplier. Because what I think could be interesting is if you just jump still and dash, I don't think you should go as far as if you have momentum and you dash. That should get you further. So this is actually going to be quite a challenge right here. You should make a cooldown so you can't fly. You should make a cooldown so you can't fly. Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'll do that. I will do that. It's just, for now, it's not top priority of importance. Hello? Hello, Aji? Aji? I think that might be wrong. So, right, let's get back into coding. So, what I want to do is, that's maybe a poor keybind for that. Okay, that's fine. So, right here, whenever I say run in air, I want to run a function as the player. Let's just call it setup dash, or init dash? Setup dash. I like that. Setup dash dot mc function. I'll plop that there, put that in the wrong place. Okay, setup dash. So this is where I want to have all the dash code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon a armor stand, I guess. That's probably the best thing I can use, because an area effect cloud doesn't allow for motion. So if I summon an armor stand, give it the tags of dash I was going to call it trajectory. I'm not going to do that because I can't spell that consistently and I guarantee I'll mess up. Let's call it dash, I don't know, dash marker? The thing that flies through the air. This is what this is going to be. So I don't need to give it, I'll make it invulnerable and I'll make it dash marker. And then I want to, I'm going to give it another tag called dash new. Here I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport the armor stand whose tag is dash underscore new. I've always kind of put Minecraft armor stand. It's not really necessary. I just like to have the Minecraft before it. It just feels right. I don't know. Right, so I'm going to teleport that new armor stand. So that armor stand which I've just summoned at my location, I'm going to teleport it to at S. So that will take my facing direction and my actual position, even though it was already at my actual position because it was summoned right there. So I guess let's give that a go. It's always good to test as you go. So boom. Oh, I've not ran the function, have I? So I need to go in here. I've not actually ran the function. So whenever I click, I need to run the function dash setup dash. And now whenever I'm in the air and I click, it should summon this armor stand and teleport it to match the direction I am facing. So let's give that a go. I think that worked. Okay. Oh, okay, it's teleporting them all. That's fine, I'll fix that. But, boop, boop. As you can see, it's... Are they changing direction? Oh, they are changing direction. Because whatever direction I'm facing is where it is getting summoned. I played your Captive Survivalist with like 8 of my friends and it was so fun. Played for like 4 hours lol. Your death race too. Hope you make more data packs like that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I have an idea for you. You can download every data packs you have made and do a survival. The thing is, a lot of my data packs aren't survival friendly. I think I've only got 2, which is the opening door one and the opening door one and something else. What is it called? Ugh, I'm forgetting my own things. Elemental conduits. Everything else is like a sort of minigame, so they can't really go together. But yeah. It's a cool idea though. Okay. So there we go, we've got armor stands which are being summoned. So I only really... So currently whenever I click, right, it's teleporting the new one to me as well, which should not be happening. So what I need to do is I need to make sure it only teleports the new one. So I need to tag the armor stands. So any armor stand which has that dash new tag, whose tag equals dash new, I need to remove dash new. And then what that will do is, yeah, that will just remove the tag. Should I add marker? I will add this, so I'll check both tags just in case I also use dash new later on. Oh, don't worry, you're not distracting. I get distracted easily. Oh, I keep forgetting to bring that up. I'm going to get used to this. It's still very new. But all I've done is I'm just tagging that new armor stand which I've summoned, and I am removing the tag underscore dash new. So what this should do, if I go back into the game and reload, pacha. Oh, I need to be in the air. That's fine. So that summoned that, and now, as you can see, they're not all getting teleported to me. It's only teleporting the newest one to me, which is perfect. So now I guess what I need to do is destroy all these, have a little clean up all the dust from the armor stands. Boop. I use a death swap in my world. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's yeah. Thanks. I enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. If I ever peak my mic, by the way, let me know, because I have a tendency to get a bit close to my mic. So, is the music volume okay, by the way? Is it? I assume it's okay. MC. Okay. I'm going to eat lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Go for that. Go for it. Enjoy your lunch. Right. So now what's the next step? I guess it would be to give motion to the armor stand, right? Based on where I'm looking. It's 11:25 p.m. in Singapore. Wow, it is currently 25 past 3 in the afternoon for me. Amazing. I have moved into a different position. I always sit in my chair in really weird ways. If you could see me, you'd be like, what? Right, I'll see you, Brendan. Tag, remove. So what I need to do is I need to give that new armor stand motion. So, how do I do that? I guess how do you do motion in the direction you're looking? Oh, I definitely could have used the kill command. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. You know, sometimes you just want to be a normal guy, you know? You don't want to be commanding all the time. You just want to clean up some armor stands. Okay. I'm not actually too sure how to do this off the top of my head. I have a question. Yeah, just go ahead and ask. You don't need to ask a question. You can just ask and I will try my best to answer. It's 4:26 for me in Sweden. Is that, I hope that's in the afternoon. Right, so I need to give motion in the direction they're facing. So I'm actually not too sure how I'm going to do this. Did you ever thought you'd get this famous by making things that would take you hours in front of far from famous, I'll tell you that. But I didn't expect it to do so well to begin with, especially the first one. My first video on my channel is like my most viewed video, and it's absolutely awful. Please don't watch it. Like this, it's the destructive arrows. But you know what? It was a cool creation, but the video just wasn't. The video wasn't quite it. So how do I give motion in the direction I'm facing? I guess. I'm not actually too sure how to do this from the top of my head. So let's have a think. So I have facing coordinates. I need to convert whatever direction I'm facing into motion. So I guess what I could do is, oh, that's not gonna work. See, this is what I mean. Sometimes you just reach a block and you're stuck thinking for a while. That happens. A lot of the time I do not know it off the top of my head. Oh, I've still got that on. PC specs, you can see up there, i7 7700K and a GTX 1066GB. 628 in Turkey. Wow. I mean, do you know what? That's if it's in the morning, props to you. But I hope it's in the afternoon because you should sleep in. Sleep is good. Your first video was flipping mechanics. Oh, yeah, that is true. Well, second video, I guess. First one that I talked in. So I guess for testing purposes for now, so I can kind of give it a go, I want to look at that new armor stand which has been summoned. Tag equals that. Execute. Wanted to ask that too. Yeah. Execute as that one that we just teleported to at S. Yes. Execute as that entity we just teleported, whose type. I might as well just copy all of that actually. So if they're an armor stand and they have those tags, I want to run the function as marker, I guess. I'm going to call that as marker.mc function. VS Code screen, you are right. All I've done there is I have just grabbed that there and I'm just running, I'm executing as the armor stand which I've just summoned, and I'm going to run this new function which I just created called dash as marker. So after that, this is going to run as the marker. Are you planning to get the RTX 30 series? Probably not. I don't really have any plans to upgrade. I don't play many other games than Minecraft, and even when I do, 1060 seems, it's always seemed to be enough. So I'm not too worried about that. I love your videos. Ah, thank you. Very much appreciated. So yeah, I get distracted so easily, don't I? Run function dash as marker. So this is where we would work out how to give player motion. I should probably also comment my code. I don't usually do that. Gives the marker Why is that not... Gives the marker armor stand motion. Why is that not... Why has that got errors? Is it just that? MC function. Have I done something really dumb? Why is that... Expected dash? Hold on, let's just try this. Say hello. So after after that armor stand has been summoned, as the marker, say hello. I don't know why it's given that weird error, I'll be honest. Oh, ooh, rain. What are you doing? Disgusting. Ugh. Okay, hacha. Oh no, no, it did say hello. So it's working. I think it's just the syntax highlighter is being a bit weird. Okay, that's fine. Hello, Ska. It is I, Ska. So this is where we need to give the motion. So I guess I'll do this for now. I'm actually not too sure how I'm going to give motion in the direction that you are facing. That is an interesting thing. I didn't really pop into my mind. So this should just give that newly summoned armor stand a motion. Hello, Sarthak, I want to say. I'm going to butcher names. I'm so sorry. Are you planning to make any more minigames? Probably. Probably, when I have time. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, whenever I click, it faces a direction, but it goes off in that direction all the time in that motion. Look at that. Woo! Okay, let's kill them all using the amazing... Oh my gosh. I think there's this whole thing about whenever you see someone typing, or whenever you know someone's... Oh my gosh. Whenever someone is looking at you typing, you type slower. Or, like, you mess up more. It's like this psychological thing. Okay. So I guess what I could do is instead of... Wait. Oh, in fact, do you know what I could do? Wait, that's not... Okay. I can do this. I can work this out. So what I want to do... Oh! Hold on. This... Hold on, my brain's done a thing. Hold on. This might work. There are no fun ones out there. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely some fun minigames. I know, like, Sliced Lime has been making a mob dash thing. He's also got a really good map called Entrapment. I mean, that is for Java. I'm assuming you're talking about Bedrock. I'm not too sure. I don't know, actually. So what I could do is, let's say I am facing this direction. This is me. Did that just... Okay, that's strange. So if I'm facing... In fact, no, let's go at an angle so we can kind of see how we're going to do this. So if I'm looking at an angle, and I just kind of... Let's say I'm looking at a 45-degree angle, I would need to have motion in the x-axis right there. So in that direction right there would need to be the same as the motion in that direction. So let's say it was 0.5, 0.5, it would launch this way. Can you make an Optifine for Bedrock Edition? That is not something that's really possible, I'm sorry. But what I can do, there is carrots. So what I can do, if you don't know what they are, I'll quickly show you. So that just sets 4 blocks in front of you. It's actually doing it from my feet, but it sets it like in the direction you're looking. So what I could do is I could summon a second entity like there, and then what I can do is I can find the difference in position on the z-axis and the difference on the x-axis, and then that difference will be same as the motion, I think. So if let's say it was facing it a bit more, not a 45, let's say it was facing it like a 22.5 degree angle. I think there's a resource pack. There very well could be. I think you'll find most resource packs can't really... Optifine, it's not something that can really be added in a resource pack. I feel like a lot of those lag-free packs aren't that effective. I've not placed that very well, have I? So let's say I place it at like Oh no, does it? Oh, armor stand's automatically aligned. So let's just say it goes off at an angle like this, right? I was accidentally sending that, but I was going to say, what if you could use your own data packs or on other people's servers? Data packs are server side, so you can't use them on the client, unfortunately. So you'd need to own the server. You can't go on a server with a data pack unless it's installed on the server. I think that's what you're asking. So if it's going off in that direction, we can then work out the difference in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the difference in this direction, 1, 2, 3, and then like it's kind of like a vector. The resultant, I think it's called. This is like maths all of a sudden. The resultant vector would be green because you're going that way, and then like whenever you take into account that that's farther away and that's closer, it means it will get sent more in this direction, less in that direction, which means it will follow that trajectory. So that's how we're going to do it. Whoa. See, sometimes that's, you just need to think. I'm going to go and grab a drink in a sec as well. My voice is feeling a little bit dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, is this executing at? So set up, so I'm going as that armor stand. I'll go at it, so it also takes the rotation. Yeah, resultant vector, that's it. I love a good bit of maths. I mean, maths is cool whenever you can use it for other things. On its own, maths is a bit but whenever you can use maths with other things like computing, like, it's so cool. But, you know, just kind of sitting doing equations, it kind of sucks, in my opinion, until you can put it towards something useful. Like, I don't know, even something like this. This is vectors, is what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to summon a second armor stand. Armor stand facing... Yeah, I'll just do that for now. Let's say 5 blocks away? That should be accurate enough. I mean, it doesn't need to be that accurate. I'll go with 5 for now. And let's just grab it from here, because that's probably easier. And then I can change some of the code. Where does it get summoned? Summon. Yeah, that's it there. Oh, that's a different line. Cool. So, as marker, I'll just summon it with invulnerable, sure, and let's call it dash resultant. Let's use a fancy word. Maths is cool until you see integration different. That's true. Oh, that's when maths... I mean, it's still useful. It's still cool and useful, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Is this music too loud? It's maybe feeling a little bit too loud. I might... It's currently on the glide ones. Okay, resultant. Not gonna lie, I don't know what you were saying or what you were making, but still watch because your voice is a trip. Oh! Oh, there you go. Thank you, I guess. Scotland, represent. So I'm summoning that in front of the armor stand, so it would be like 5 blocks ahead of where it's looking. So like right there. Yes, let's do that. And then what I want to do is I want to store I need to get the coordinates of that second armor stand and the current armor stand. So I'm going to create a second scoreboard. So scoreboard objectives add underscore dash, let's call it, I don't know, master? This is just going to be like a, let's call it that, yeah, master. Yep, I've got it up. I keep worrying that I've not got the thing up. If my mic goes muted, or if I don't talk for a little bit and VS Code isn't up, let me know, because I think it's okay though. I think I've sorted it. So let's add dash master dummy dash master dummy. What am I doing? So now I want to store the coordinates. So store on a scoreboard. I'm going to store it as x1. I'm going to store it on the scoreboard. I don't know why it's got all these other auto suggestions. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to store it on that under the objective which I just created, which was dash master. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run data get entity at s pos 0, which is your x coordinate, and I will get it to an accuracy of that. So that will pick up like 100th of a block, right? Because 1 would be a full block, 10 would be a 10th. Yeah, so 100th of a block. Okay, so let's do that for all of them. So what I'm doing here is I'm just getting the coordinates of that original armor stand which is summoned. So that's storing the X. Actually, I don't need the Y. That's never mind. I only need the X and the Z because that's what like does the horizontal motion, because the up, middle and down will be preset. So we have like a preset down motion, preset like a cross motion, and a preset up motion. Are you sure 100 is necessary? Probably not, but well, I feel like a 10th. I'm gonna go with that. I think a 10th is maybe I'll go with 100th because it doesn't really affect anything. It just makes it a bit more accurate. It doesn't really affect the code, but I do understand what you're saying. I don't think it will make it any less like efficient or less efficient or anything. Okay, so execute. Let's do that for the second armor stand. So this dash resultant. Dash new. Yeah, okay, we'll be able to delete that after. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to data. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing as I've done here, but I'm going to do it for the armor stand with the tag of. Have I spelled that wrong? I don't know. Dash resultant and tag is dash new. I could probably separate this into a different function. Why is this? What have I done? Run data get entity at s. I'm actually called x2. Accuracy could be useful if the armor stand is holding something, right? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. This is just the position. I'm not too sure what you mean about holding it. What have I done wrong here? Oh, okay, limit equals 1. Because you can only get the data of one entity. So let's just do that, except do it for the z-axis as well. So, and then we can go in game and test that. I think, yes. So what this should do is, whenever I click, it should summon an armor stand at my position, one which is 5 blocks in the direction I'm facing, and it should give the difference in their x coordinate and z coordinate. Let's do that. I think that worked. Yep, it summoned. I don't know if that was. Oh, it will have been 5 blocks because I was looking up a bit. And then if I put on the sidebar, that is the difference in coordinates, but times by 1,000. So that's really 4.061 blocks. Why are you doing this on this commander live instead? I mean, I feel like it makes more sense because more people would see it here, and I can just unlist the streams on here as well. It just feels like it makes more sense because most of you guys probably wouldn't see it otherwise. Okay, so I've got the difference. So now what I need to do is I need to basically calculate or turn the difference between those values into motion. So I can do that. So now I'm just going to do some maths, scoreboard, players, operation. I should probably comment this. I'm going to quickly comment this because I should probably do that more. Get chords of number 1, and then get chords of number 2. Summon number 2. Okay. And then what we need to do is find difference in chords. So to do that, I'm just going to do x1 dash master minus x2. And then I'm going to do the same, but for the z-axis. It doesn't matter what order I do it, because you're finding the difference. Hello, Nesky. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I've not got the thing. Oh, guys. I keep forgetting to bring it up. Okay, all I've done is I've just added some commentary to all that code I've done so far, and I'm now just getting the difference in the Z, like the getting the different. Oh gosh, I'm getting the difference in coordinates between these two armor stands in the X direction and the Z direction, or X and Z. Okay, and then I'm going to convert that into motion. So that would probably be a bit too much. So let's then give motion. Imagine what datapacks Stephen Hawking would do if he had to. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he would have done that. It would be very cool though, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna give the motion. So we need to store basically the difference with a multiplier into the motion. It's 916. Oh yeah, don't worry, you can, I'll see you. Thanks for being here. Not a problem. I'll see you. So I'm gonna store on at s pos 0. I'm gonna store it with a factor of entity at s. I'm going to store entity at s with a factor of 0.1 is a tenth, that's 100th. So I think this will exaggerate the motion a lot. Oh no, I need to also store it as a float, I think. What? Data get entity at s pos, it's stored as a double. Good thing I checked. Double. Epic. And now I just need to run scoreboard players. I'm going to get the X, which is now the difference. So X1 and Z1 are no longer the chords on the first armor stand, they are now the difference between the two armor stands. So I can do that, and I can do this. And this should give the original armor stand motion in whatever direction I'm looking. Who deleted your message? I don't know. Nobody can apart from me, so it was probably just an auto-moderator thing saying nope. Okay, back into the game. I need to remember to keep turning the thing back on. So now, if I was to click, hopefully an armor stand should get fired in the direction I'm looking. It didn't? Where'd it go? Did it? Wait. Oh, hold on. It got launched in a different... Did I get launched in the opposite direction? Oh. Okay, I know what it is actually already. Okay. Yeah, that's not like visually moving, but it is actually moving. But I know what's happening. So what I'm doing, see, because I'm getting the difference between the coordinates, the difference is always going to be positive. So I need to make sure I know, like, if the armor stand, the second armor stand is like positive or negative on the X. So that's 2 in the... So if I was facing this way and I clicked it, it would actually fire it in that direction, because instead of being like, oh, it's -2, it would be +2, because whenever you take away 2 numbers, or the difference between 2 numbers, you will always get positive number, I think. What are you making? I'm making a dash mechanic for a map that I am working on. Well, not working on. A map idea I have. This is the first thing I'm working on because I'd like it to be part of it. But I'll probably release it on its own thing if it works out. Cool enough. So, what I need to do here is... That is still correct. But I need to know if it's getting fired in the positive or negative X or positive or negative Z. So I can do that by... Oh, what have I done there? So I can do that by find polarity? Is that what it's called? Hi, Ethan. Find polarity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... why is that? Or did I just... Okay, cool. So what I need to do is I need to find out... Execute if x2... So the second armor stand's X coordinate, if the score of x2 is less than the first X coordinate, then I need to run scoreboard players set is pause to 0, is pause dash marker to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume it's positive to begin with. So I'm going to set it is x pos, and I'll do x is pos. So I'm going to set that. I'll kind of explain this once I've done a little bit more. It's kind of hard to explain this as I go. I'll explain it in a tiny little bit. Just give me 1 sec. Marker to 1, meaning true. Z is pos to 1. And then we find out here if it's actually negative and we update the score. So Z. 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 So now what this will do is it assumes that it's always going to fire in the positive X and positive Z until it's told otherwise. So if it finds that the second armor stand which has been summoned is actually like in the negative direction, it will update that to not positive. It will set the score to 0. So if the second coordinate is like less than the first coordinate, meaning it's in the negative quadrant, then it gets set to 0. Whew. Do you prefer mods or data packs? I mean, I only know how to make data packs. Mods are still very cool. They're different things. I don't know. I like them both. They're both cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is... Here, oh, so now what I need to do is correct polarity. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scoreboard players operation x2 dash marker. I'm going to set up a constant value actually, so I'm going to do scoreboard players set const 1 of the dash master scoreboard to -1. So that means whenever I times it by this, I can make it negative. So that's the only reason I'm doing that. So now what we need to do is I need to execute if the score of x2 x is pos dash marker matches 0, run scoreboard players operation. So if it's not positive, meaning the score is 0, it will invert the x1 coordinate it would be, because that's the one that's found the difference now. And it will invert that and times it by the const 1 value, which we just set up. So dash master. Okay. Whew. X is, I'll do Z is pos, matches 0, and I'll do Z1, const 1. So I think what we should have now is it should now know if the motion is negative or positive, and it will fire in the correct direction this time. So if I go back into the game properly and give this a go, right. Whoa. Ha. 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 Where is that armor stand going? Huh? Has it like gone all the way over here or something? Okay. This is interesting. But you know, you come up predicates. I don't know what that means. Okay. This happens though. It's just part of doing things. Stuff doesn't go correct, so we have to problem solve and work out what's gone. Not what's gone wrong, just what's happening. Boom. Where is that second armor stand? Right, teleport. It just looks like it's disappearing, doesn't it? So I'm going to teleport myself to an armor stand. What is this music, by the way? Oh, it's like the Mass Effect thing. I'm going to change it to this, maybe? Or... There we go. Let me know if that's too loud or not. Okay. So, let's teleport to that armor stand. How'd? Ooh. Okay. that just a bit loud? I feel like that music's a bit loud. I'm going to turn it down a tiny bit. Quickly do that. Hopefully that should be okay. Let me know if not. Okay, so what is going on here? How has this armor stand ended up here? I think I might be making the motion value too big. Maybe? So maybe if I make it a lot shorter? Maybe that's the issue, is it's trying to fire it too far. Let's hope that's the issue. Right, let's give this a go. Ha! Oh, I'm not in the air. What? Okay, 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 okay. Let's make that even smaller, I guess. This is definitely interesting. We'll get to the bottom of this. Okay. Where is it going? So if I delete that one, this is where I was. I was looking that direction. So where's it ended up? Why? Oh, hold on. This is at 0, 0. Is this running from world spawn? Okay. Okay, okay. Why would it be running from world spawn? As marker, at S. So this has summoned that dash marker. It has teleported it to the player. Yeah, it's teleported it to the player, and then it's executing at it, at it, and it's running this function. Okay, guys. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. I'm editing the wrong value. I'm editing its position instead of its motion. So that's why it's always getting put to like 0, 0, because it's so small. Okay, that's good. So wait, I'm pretty sure data get entity at S motion. Yeah, that's stored as a double as well. Okay, I think we might have just fixed it. Okay, let's see. Let's kill those armor stands, and let's see this in action. Hopefully, it didn't move. I don't know why your message is getting deleted. I don't know if it's maybe got... It'll be the auto moderator picking up something. Maybe try to reword it. So, and I don't think... Maybe the motion was just too small for it to actually move. That could very well be a thing. I just got a lag spike. Boom. That got fired in the opposite direction. Did you see that? Boom. It's getting fired backwards. Is it always getting backwards? Okay. It's progress, though. At least we know it's getting launched. That's good. Okay. Let's see. So it's... Oh, let's just unplug my headphones. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. What could be causing this? So, it looks like it's getting the motion in the wrong direction, which is strange. So it's checking if x2 is less than x1, then is pause is 0. So if it's not pause... Okay. Let's see. Boom. It's getting launched backwards. That's so strange. So it's getting launched. Is it only the issue only occurring on the z-axis? So whenever I look positive, it's getting launched backwards. Whenever I look negative, it also gets launched backwards? Okay. 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 We can work this out. So I guess if I... A bit stumped. I'll work this out as part of this. So, it's applying the motion, and it's getting the motion from x1. It's x1 is getting times by constant. So, pos doesn't exist. Why does it not exist? Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't exist. What? Oh my gosh. I found it. I've been... Oh, okay. See all these? Yep. Okay. Okay. That explains a lot. That does explain a lot. I think that's fixed it now. Wow. Okay. So hopefully... It's still backwards? But it's consistent. None of those scores are updating. Hold on. What is this music? I do not like this. Oh. Okay, just had a moment of darkness. Nice. Okay. Oh wait, no, now it's updating. So, if I look, it's getting fired backwards. So whenever I'm looking in the negative x, it's getting fired in the negative z. Am I maybe storing it to the wrong one? X is pos matches 0, Z is pos matches 0. That's it. I've missed 2 of them. That's probably fixed it, to be honest. Let's try that. Whoppa! Look at that. Wait, is that? It appears to kind of be working. Like, that is getting fired the wrong way entirely. Look at that. Wait. It's always getting fired that way. So there's something wrong with storing the second motion value. There very well could be. Okay. This sort of stuff does happen. I'm really sorry, I really don't know why that's happening. Don't know why your messages are getting deleted. That is a pain. Right, so I'm going to store motion 0, motion 2. This is storing, getting Z1. Z1 is the difference with the corrected direction. So what's going on here? Why is it always getting fired in the same direction? Oh. Huh? I've not actually touched automod. I think it's just a default thing. I don't know if I can change it. I'll look into it for next time. That is a pain though. Is there like a certain term you're saying which might be getting flagged up? I'm not entirely sure. So let's call it armor stands. So boom. See, it seems to kind of be working. I just need to work out exactly what's going wrong. So, right, let's just go from the beginning, I guess. So it's getting its x coordinate, it's getting its z coordinate stored like 100 times, so to 100th of a block. It's then summoning the armor stand, the new one, 5 blocks ahead. Okay, it gets the coordinates of the second one in x2 and z2 by grabbing it and storing its position. Yes, so that's the 2 positions we now have. We then set x is pos to 1 and z is pos to 0 at 1. If x2 is less than x1, in which case we know the second armor stand is in the negative part of, like, just negative x to the original player, it sets x is pos to 0. So am I flipping this when I shouldn't be, actually? So x is pos is 0, so I want to flip it when it equals 0. So x is pos set to 0. So whenever x is pos matches 0 is when x should get flipped. Okay. Something is definitely going wrong. I just cannot find it currently. Which is always fun. The difference between 6... Does it matter? Wait, hold on. So if I have something at the coordinate of 2 and someone at the coordinate of... Wait. No. I see. I think I know what's happened. Okay. So, whenever you... Or is that... What time is it? How long have I been going for? Oh, about an hour. That's... Okay. It's getting... So the difference between... Well, 2 minus 4 is minus 2. But then the difference between 4 minus 2 is 2. That could work. And do you know what I think I need to do? I think what I need to do is... I need to do... Oh, I think I need to flip it here. So after... Because it's the issue if I do it... So if I'm negative, I mean, it fires the wrong way, but it kind of works. Like, always gets fired in the same direction. Look, that's not updating. Why is that not updating? Or is it because it's not updating because... Okay, do you know what I need to do, actually? I need to, at the end of this, I need to make sure I kill the number 2s. So, I need to kill all the armor stands whose tag equals... It needs to be number 2. So I need to kill all of... Basically, I need to kill all the second armor stands. So all the second armor stands have this tag. So I need to kill all armor stands. Like that. Except friend. I'm not sure what that's on. I don't usually do that just because it gets clogged up. Like with... I'm quite careful about who I add. You can always talk to me on the Discord though. I'm always there. Just pop me a ping. So I need to kill all the dash resultants. Epic. So let's reload and kill those armor stands. Let's fire. Oh, wait. Oh, that looked good. So it's getting fired that direction. Maybe, do you know what? I think I need to have a debug, like, or just testing purposes, where I kill existing ones. So I need to kill all of the... Wait, actually, no, I need to do it here, because whenever the player clicks, it runs the command setup dash. So that's whenever they should both get deleted, actually, for now, for testing purposes. So really, down here, do. Off, I have to type like this, lol. Is it causing... it's bizarre that it's causing so much of an issue. I'm really not too sure what's causing that. I'm sorry. So I'm going to kill the armor stand. So I need to kill the resultant, and I need to kill the marker before any of this. So this is debug, or I'm pretty sure I have a fix me. I do. Move to other function. Cool. I can copy that. And pop it there. Read above messages. Oh, I did. I don't know if you heard. Yeah, I don't usually accept friend requests. You can always contact me on my Discord though. Definitely. Just drop me a ping. Kill entities type equals armor stand whose tag equals dash marker. I mean, I won't be checking Discord right now, but yeah. So I need to kill them both, and now let's see if that's maybe what was being causing the problem. Boom. That got launched. That got launched. So the positive ones are getting launched in the wrong direction, because that's getting launched backwards, and this one is also getting launched backwards. But as soon as I get here, or is it always? So it works in the negative quadrant. That's not an issue. It gets like launched in that direction. But in this quadrant, it gets launched in the wrong direction. The Z direction is correct, but the X one is wrong. I think it must be something wrong in the logic of how I've done this. I'm probably going to go and take a break in like 5 minutes to grab water and stuff. But, yeah. Get codes of 2. I appreciate that, Nesky. Unlikely though. So I'm summing it in front. Because it's just getting launched weirdly. So X1 and Z1, once we get them, we need to make them positive. Do we? We coded it such that we could code in the game. Yes! This is... See, sometimes this does happen when you're coding though. You just kind of hit a thing and you're not really too sure how to proceed. It's almost working. Like, if I show you this, I don't know if you can see what's happening, but if I look in the negative, as you can see, the armor stand gets launched correctly in this, like, this quadrant here. It gets launched. As soon as I look in a different quadrant, like pause neg, it gets launched correctly in that direction, but wrong in that direction. What am I trying to do exactly? So I'm basically making a dash mechanic, so I can't still understand everything. I'll try and explain it. Basically, the concept is whenever you're in the air, I want you to be able to do a dash. So I want to click in an armor stand, which you'll be teleported to in the end, but for now an armor stand should get launched in the motion, or in the direction you're looking. So I'm basically just trying to get the armor stand to launch exactly where I'm looking. But as you can see right there, looking in this direction, it launches backwards. This direction, nope. This direction works. This one, it's just a wee bit funky. It's picking the wrong direction. It's launching like that way instead of that way, and that way instead of that way sometimes. It's... Cool. Yeet says yeet. Yeet! Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take like 5 minutes to just recollect, and I'll come back to this in 5 minutes. I'll put it on this screen. Is the music stopped? Can I just not hear it? It's very quiet. No, the music's still going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take a break. I will be back I recommend, you know, go and grab a bit of water. It's been going a long time. It's been going, how long now? 1/4 past, so I've been going for an hour and 50 minutes. I am 17 years old. Right, I'll see you. I shall return soon. Okay, hi, I'm back. Okay, do you have original Minecraft or TL launcher? I don't know what that is. I assume I have the original Minecraft? TL? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Is there a way to get original Minecraft without paying anything? No, not that I would recommend. Yeah, it's not. You can't really do that, unfortunately. Or, you shouldn't. Really. I can't endorse that. Okay, so, let's work out what's been going on here. I've taken a minute, you know, I don't know how long it was, but let's... okay, let's take a moment. Oh, yeah, I've not got my computer sound on. Okay, let's take a moment and let's try and work out what's happening here. So, whenever I face here, it gets fired in the wrong direction a lot of the time. Hello, bro. Hello! So what I really need to do here is I need to work out... It's will have been something I've done wrong in the code. I just can't quite put my finger on it. I'll work it out. So I'm getting their x coordinate and their z coordinate. That could be in positive or negative. Okay, then... Well... Brain cogs be turning. Find polarity. So I'm grabbing their two coordinates. I then find the difference between them by subtraction. Or I guess you work out the polarity. Oh, do you know what it might be? I'm gonna comment this out because I think that might be what's causing the issue. And what I'm going to do is right here it finds the difference. I'm actually going to move this code down to here. Let's delete all those hashtags. At which point we just want to test x1 is negative or positive. So if x1 is matches like less than 0, run, yeah, that's fine. And then if x1 is less than 0, then x's pos should be set to 0. So there's a similar thing down here. Boom. Z1. So I'm checking if Z1 is negative and setting that negative. Okay. Has that maybe fixed it? That might have fixed it. Hold on. Let's... Fingers crossed. This might not be it though. Okay, it's getting fired backwards. Huh? 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 I did reload, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. So x1, z1. So whenever I'm facing negative, negative, what we should find is that x is pos and z is pos should both be set to 1, right? Because they're both negative. So that is the case. But it's getting fired backwards. Okay, so maybe I need to check. Well, that music's so quiet. It's like basically disappeared. It's still on. Hold on. That's really strange. I'll switch music. There we go. It's back. Hi, glitched lunar. Hello. 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 Jai. Hi. Hello. I'm still currently working out what's going on wrong here. So I've basically got this armor stance and they're getting the wrong motion. And it's very bizarre. I'm in the car. I have to have him. Wait. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Coding is really hard to me. Yes. I was clearly able to hear your PC fans. That doesn't surprise me. Oh no. It's a very loud. It's very loud. I can't believe you're younger than me. Yeah, I mean, I'm 17. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting old though. 17. I mean, I just turned 17, but it's still scary. Okay. So. Here. So the issue is with direction. So we can do this. So I'm getting the x coordinate and the z coordinate. It can either be positive or negative. We don't know. We need to find the difference and know what direction that difference is in. So if we have... Cool, even I am 17. Woo! 18. Chill. I'm chilling. I have chilled. If x1 So I get what was coordinates. I can do this though. It's okay. Get through this. So we're getting the X and Z coordinate. We're just getting the 2 coordinates. We're then summoning the armor stand. So what we could do is, okay, I have an idea. So what if I work out the polarity first? So right here, usually where I work out the polarity, I'm going to move that up here. So as soon as I've got the coordinates, I don't know if polarity is the correct word or whatever, but it's what I'm using. So we have X is pause and Z is pause. So this is going to find out if the second armor stand is bigger or less than. So is in coordinates. Talking and coding is hard. So X pause. So we're assuming by default that it's positive. Cool. Now what we want to do is we want to know, hey, if that second one is less than the first one, it's not positive. So that's what this does now. So this gets polarity. In fact, no, I need to do that here, actually, because we haven't got the second armor stand at that point. Okay. This gets polarity. So, find polarity. So we don't need that anymore. That's just a duplicate. So this tells us if it's bigger or less than, and then we can find the difference. Or not bigger or less than, positive or negative. So I don't know if I'm making much speechical sense, but just bear with. So now what I want to do is find the difference in chords, so I can still do that. At which point all of this is pointless. So now this here is whenever we find the difference. So x1 is what gets flipped. That's good. I'm glad some things are making sense. So I found the difference in the coordinates. So all I've done here is I've found out if it's the second armor stand which is being summoned, if the second armor stand, or the first one, I can't remember, is like positive or negative, what direction it is. And then what? Oh, I lost VS Code. And then here I'm finding the difference. And then here is wherever I correct if it's a positive or negative. Okay. So what I need to do is this might work. So X is pause. If it's 0, then we want to flip. Do you know what? There's no harm in trying it. Let's give it a go. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, okay. So it's working negative. So fired. So it's all getting fired in the correct direction. There we go. I hope it does work. Me too. So it's like always getting fired in the wrong direction. Huh. I'll be doing something really silly and I'll come across it and I will be like, but until that happens, this is where we are. You know, it happens. So I'm storing the first and second coordinate. I'm storing the first coordinate, and then I'm storing the second coordinate. I'm working out if that second one is less than or greater than. So really what I'm checking is I want to check if the second one is less than. If the second one is less than, then it should be set to negative, which it is. So second is less than the first coordinate. Second coordinate is less than the first coordinate. Set negative. Second, same thing. Okay. Screen, you're right. Sorry. Do let me know if I do that. I've done that a few times. Find difference in chords. So all this does is nothing. All it does is it finds a difference. So this could be the difference between. So let's say the coordinates were 2 and 6. It could be 6 minus 2, which would be 4, or it could be 2 minus 6. They'd give different answers. So before we invert the polarity here, before we correct it, we need to make all the negative ones positive first, right? So okay, invert f less than 0. Okay, hold on, my brain. I really hope this is right. So here, I want to do f score of that is, or no, if the x1 is negative, then we want to make it matches less than 0. It's amazing how you can do all this, keep it up. Thank you. Run scoreboard players. We want to invert. Yeah, like that. So we're just gonna do this first. So after we've got the difference, we make sure the difference, no matter what... Oh, whoops. How did I do that? Oh, so no matter what the difference is, if it's -4 or 4, we're making it both positive. So it should always be +4, right? And then that's when we correct the polarity. I think this could be it. Come on. Okay, this is the one that always works. It's the quadrant, so it's going to a different quadrant. Wow! Okay, we have a success. We have a success. So now what's happening is that first armor stand is getting fired in the direction I'm looking. Yes! Okay. It's always so exciting when that happens. Okay, so there we go. It gets launched in the correct direction. Am I getting some lag? Oh, I need to be in the air, that's why. Okay. Okay. Very pog. Very pog indeed. Okay. So then what I need to do is... Well, first off, that motion is a bit pathetic. I'd like to think if we were dashing, it would need to have a bit of a better motion than that. So, let's make it go a little bit higher. So let's double? Does that double it? Yeah, that doubles the motion. That's probably still not enough, but let's see. I think I'd quite like the dash to go like 3 blocks. So let's see where that goes. That works, I think. That could work. Maybe a little bit more. I mean, if I'm like just slightly above the ground, I'd like it. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. So let's go, let's try 3. Okay. Do you know what? We can always adjust it after, but there we go. We got that for now. So once that's been launched, after all this is done, we can kill the second armor stand because we don't need it anymore. So let's do that there. Setup dash. Let's kill the second armor stand because we've already worked it out. 2.5. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll do that. That's probably better. 2.5. Yes. Oh, this music. Whew. It's getting me hyped. So we don't want to kill the marker yet. The marker will get killed. Well, okay. Let's stick with that for now. Did I do that? Oh, I've not brought up the thing. Sorry. I've just changed it. I know. Pro screen again. Yep. You're right. So this, we want to kill the second one. So that kills the resultant. Cool. And then, there we go. It still feels quite far, but you know what? Now, I don't know if any of you in chat have ever played Celeste. The way I'd kind of like this dash to work is, well, you kind of have 5 directions. So you either dash straight down, like diagonally, straight across, like straight, diagonally up or up. I like it whenever you dash that you don't get that falling, basically. I'd like you to just go... I'd like it to be the equivalent of you just going. No problem, I'll see you. Wait, hold on. No, you can go, sorry. I think I've just realised that what I've just done. I'll see you. Oh my gosh. Guys, thank you. Oh man, do you know what I've just realised? I don't think I needed to do any of the motion. I didn't need to do... Oh my gosh. So, what I've just realised is that I shouldn't be using motion. I should just have an armor stand that recursively goes forward. Because I don't want it to have that falling thing. Or, do you know what? Motion is a better way to do it, because it makes... Do you know what? No, it's not pointless. I think I'll use motion still. Because using a recursive function would make it like you dash at like a constant speed. it would be nice if you like slowly pick up that speed, even if it's very subtle. So what I would like to do is I would like to make I'm going to try giving it no gravity, see how that affects the motion. No harm in trying it. So let's summon it with no gravity, so hopefully it should just fly straight forward now. Turn that off. Oh. There's no Okay. I guess no gravity stops motion. That's fine. There's another solution to this. There's another solution. This could be worse. Okay, so what I need to do here is whenever the player clicks. So what I want to do is... Wait. Do you know what? I've worked it out. Okay, so what I need to do is whenever I summon the original armor stand, I want to summon it like high up in the world so it doesn't hit anything. So I don't know, is 300 too high? This is definitely an interesting way of doing this, but I'm gonna go with it. So summon an armor stand 300 blocks up. Cool. TP or no. So at S, and then I want to teleport that same armor stand up 300. Okay, as marker. So now it will do the same thing, except it will be doing it at the height of the world. So, yeah. Remove the ping message? Oh, that's true, that's true, that's true, that's very true. Thank you. So I'm going to use the motion. Yeah, that's fine. So that is just happening way up in the sky. So if I waited long enough, I'm pretty sure we would see them fall down. Maybe? Okay, I'm not sure. That's fine though. So let's just do a thing where we tick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute as all of the markers in the world. Type equals armor stand, whose tag equals what did I call it? Dash marker. And I'm going to just run a particle command 300 blocks down. Particle red dust? What's a good particle for this? Just particle cloud, I guess? That's visible. Particle cloud. Whew. Whew. Okay, I just zoomed out accidentally. We can't see them falling down because the VS Code is on the screen. Oh, yeah, don't worry. That's true. I don't think they were falling down anyway, but you'll see that in a sec, don't worry. Sorry about that. So particle cloud 300 blocks down. So now, hopefully what we should see is... Oh, because it still has no gravity. Ugh, I forgot to change that. So if I remove that no gravity tag, then fire it. That armor stand isn't actually there though. That's weird, it's like a visual bug. That armor stand is actually 300 blocks up in the sky. Sorry, I had the thing on. So if I do that, you can see these particles. And that's kind of the trail we're going to follow from it. Like a buh. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so we might not follow that exact trajectory. So, what I mean by that is, whenever you're like looking straight ahead, I just want it to fire you straight across. I don't want you to fall. I want you to get basically like a moment in the air where you can basically just go vroom, and then you fall. Vroom, then you fall. Or if it's diagonal, you go vroom, then you fall. Or you go vroom, then you fall. It's like Celeste, if you've played that. So, okay, that's getting somewhere. Ooh. Okay. That's so strange. It looks like it's falling through the ground, but it's really not. Okay, so what we need to do is we then need to... So, whenever you're looking straight ahead, I need to make sure that it needs to know your Y coordinate whenever you click it, so it can keep you at that Y coordinate, I think. So what I need to do is whenever you click, so this happens whenever the player clicks. I should probably add that at the top. When player clicks. Can I do like a double? When a player clicks, we also want to... lost my train of thought. One sec. That happens. So kind of like a grappling hook. Kind of. Yeah. Basically, kind of like a grappling hook, where it kind of like launches you, but it doesn't like attach onto a block. It just launches you a certain distance. So when player clicks, so what I want to do here is I want to store the player's Y coordinates. I'm going to need a new scoreboard for that. So let's go scoreboard, objectives, I should probably add a new line. Scoreboard objectives, add dash underscore player Y. Let's do that. So that's like the Y coordinate of the player. In here. Execute store result on score. On store result on score of at s dash player Y. Okay, and then we want to grab their Y coordinate. Data get entity at s. What's it called? Data pause 1. I should probably get that to like a reasonable accuracy. Let's go 1000. So, what I should find now is on the right of the screen, whenever I click... Oh no, it's on a different scored objective, that's why. So if I set this objective to player Y, this is my Y position, but times by 1000. So whenever I'm getting teleported to that armor stand, which is getting fired, so whenever that armor stand is getting fired, I'm basically going to follow the trajectory of this armor stand, except I'm going to set a constant Y level. So the reason I'm using motion is because it still gives you that effect of like a gradual like burst and then you slightly slow down, if that makes sense. So, boom. Can't see, true, sorry. So basically I'm going to follow the trajectory. Thinking about it though, the speed doesn't change horizontally, but it will change vertically, so it's still a good idea. Hello Llama Knight. So now what I want to do is I want to basically make the player follow this armor stand, but at a consistent Y level. Yes. So. Hello Liam. Right, so let's do this as tick. So let's do, that's as, is that as marker? That's as, I might rename that. We'll see. I'm going to call this new one... Nah, that one needs to be renamed. I'm not going to call it as marker. What's happening? I'm a little confused. I'll quickly try and do a recap of what's happening. So, I'm basically doing a dash mechanic. I don't know how much you understand. Don't worry, I wasn't doing any code. Don't worry. But I'm basically doing a dash mechanic so that whenever you're in the air and you click, you get a slight burst of speed forward. Or so it's going to work in either straight up. So if you're looking straight up, you get like a burst of thing like straight up. If you're looking horizontally, you get it horizontally. And down. Sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. Let me restart. Basically, I don't know if you ever played the game Celeste, but whenever you click, you're either going to go straight down and get a boost straight down. You can either get a boost going diagonally down, a boost going straight forward at like that angle, and then at that angle. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get it so it does this boost at my brain is getting, it's fine. So what I'm trying to say is that whenever you click, you should follow the trajectory of the armor stand. Let's just take a moment. Whenever you click, right now I'm working on the horizontal trajectory. I'm working on the horizontal trajectory. Yeah, grappling hook, but you don't need to connect it to a block. Yes, that's a much better way of explaining it. You click and you'll fly forward. So I'm basically just trying to work out how to do that right now. with all this being said, I'm actually not sure if motion was the best way to go to do this. I actually think... I know I've just spent all this time doing all that motion, but I think a better solution is to actually just summon an armor stand and do like a recursive forward, or a recursive like that way. Okay. So really, what I'm saying is, let's... Well, actually no. Because recursion... No, that does work. That was a very struggling explanation. Yeah, sorry. Will it have a cooldown, like an option to add a cooldown? It will have a cooldown, but it's gonna... You can do it once in the air, and then you'll land, and then it'll reset. I've not added that cooldown when you're in the air just yet. So, I actually think... I can't believe I'm about to do this. If we were to comment all this out, right, and instead, whenever you click, it summons an armor stand, it teleports that armor stand to you, and then it's random, same function, so it's still going to be this function, but it's going to basically do a recursion. My explanation brain is going a bit, whew, it's been a long time. Just bear with, I will get it out. So I'm running as the marker, and then I'm going to kill the dash marker, or no, I'm going to remove that tag so we know it's not a new one. So as marker, instead of doing all that rubbish motion stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a... I'm going to set... Cooldown is necessary. Imagine a player using an auto clicker. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's only going to be a one-time thing in the air though, so I think it should be okay. So I can't believe I just commented all that out, but it's still there if we need to revert back to it. But I think this is actually a better way to do it. So let's do scoreboard players set. Someone did this on Reddit. Do you want tips on how you did it? I think it should be okay. Dash master. I'm going to call steps. Set it to 100. Then I'm going to execute as at s. If that's not at s, but so let's do recurse. Put MC function. So it's set steps, and then it's going to do the function. So it's going to function dash recurse. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to disappear for like 1 minute. I will be right back. I will be back. Okay, hi, I'm back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recurse. So in this function, I'm going to... This function is getting ran as the marker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoreboard players remove from @s steps, or not @s, remove steps from dash master 1 while those steps are greater than 1. So execute if the score of steps dash master matches more than 1. If the steps is more than 1, that's when we should keep running this function. So let's do dash and then recurse. Okay, now in here, what I want to do is I want to TP @s 0.1. So now, I believe, if I go back, I've rewrote a lot of this code, but... Whoa, that's a big UUID, isn't it? I'll get rid of that for now. Need to go, I'll be back. No problem. So it's facing my direction, I think, is it? Yeah, it is. It's just being delayed. Hello, Outlaw! TP @s... I'm not too sure. Oh, I know. TP @s relative, relative, relative. And then here is where we want to do the position. You could use TP commands like TP, yeah, like 10, 11. That's basically what I'm doing, yeah. If positioned 0.1, then we're going to rerun that. So now, okay, it's not quite working. Hold on. Let's look at the log. Have I made a mistake? I've shut down the log accidentally. Is this getting ran at all? Let's see if this function is getting ran. So it's getting ran. So it's removing steps. If the score of steps matches 1, positioned. Steps dash master 100. Recurse. Steps 1 TPS. Relative, relative, relative. Execute. Positioned. I'm actually not too sure why this isn't working. Huh. Hold on. So removing steps 1, it's teleporting at S relative, relative, relative. If the score... Oh, I forgot an underscore. Still not working? Okay. Have I maybe forgot the underscore here as well? Dash master 100. So let's double check dash master. Let's see what's going on there. I'm currently working on a dash mechanic. So steps is 0. So every time I click, so it is cycling through, but it's not getting positioned, which is strange. Where am I? Just save the code before doing any major changes. Yeah, don't worry, it's all saved. I just commented out bits that I didn't need. F score of steps dash master matches more than 1. Positioned. Why is this not working? Execute positioned. I should be doing this. And then it's basically doing this each time. So it should be getting moved forward every tiny bit, which is strange. Okay. If steps is more than 1, positioned. Why isn't this recursive function working? Function dash recurse, that's what it's called, right? Dash recurse. I'm boiling. Sorry, I just disappeared for like a minute there. Sorry. Try to add a space. Might go full screen for a sec. Well, that's not going to work for you. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Adding a space. Execute F score. Matches more than 1. I don't think it's to do with a space. Wait, hold on. Why is that not... This command isn't working. It's this one here that's causing the issue. What if I was to do like set block, relative, relative, relative to stone? Wait. So it is work. Is it a visual thing? It's a visual bug. The armor stand's been doing it this whole time. It's been a visual bug. Guys, it's been a visual bug. Okay, okay, okay. Wow. Okay, that's fine. So whenever we first summon the armor stand, let's give it no gravity to make sure it doesn't fall. Sorry, I didn't bring up the code editor. I didn't do much. I just made it no gravity. There we go. So I'm going to want to do that, but I'm going to want to do that over several ticks, basically. So instead of doing that, let's go back into here. So let's set steps to increments. How long should the dash last? I think the dash should last like 5 ticks? Maybe? So set at S. I try clicking when looking upward and see how it looks. Only 7 watching. That's actually a lot more than I expected. Yeah. That's still a lot of people. Nothing to be frowned upon. I try clicking when facing straight upwards. Boom. It looks like that. So we're basically going to want to do that, but we just want to do that whenever I click. So set AS dash steps to 5. I'm going to rename this as setup marker. Actually, and I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to rename this to setup marker as well, so it still runs. So this here just sets a score, and that sets that up to be recursed, at which point we have a new function. I can tell my brain's slowing down at this point. 4 to 7 ticks. I feel like that's probably about right, yeah. So set at dash steps. So execute as dash steps. So this is going to execute as every marker in the world. So instead of doing a partial command, I just want to run the function dash and then the function as marker. So this is getting ran 20 times a second as markers, at which point execute f score of AS. Oh yes, 7's very good actually. F the score of AS dash steps matches more than 1 TP run TP AS. So if I'm doing it over 5 ticks and I want to go 3 blocks, 5 over 3 is... I can't be bothered doing mental maths. Let's just do 1.6. This might be a bit too jittery. We shall see. Scoreboard, players, remove from AS, dash steps, 1. So I go back into the game. Did I remove? In fact, that doesn't matter anymore. Boom. So, it looks smooth. That's very far. Oh, I did... It's 3 over 5. I can't do maths, guys. I'm teleporting the wrong amount, that's why. So if I go back into here, it should be teleported 0.6, and that will get you about 3 blocks. Like that. Perfect. Okay, so what I want to do here is... let's clean up, because I don't need this recurse function. I think I've kind of overcomplicated this to begin with. It happens sometimes. Will it dash damage... Well, the dash damage mobs have dashed into them. That's a very good possibility. I am making this mainly for a map I'm working on, so I'm not entirely sure if that will be implemented, but... So, TP... So it teleports them to their self. Setup marker. So right here, I actually... So right here is whenever we need to change the armor stands view. So change armor stands looking direction. So if I was to assume that they are looking... I always forget which one's which. The second one's up and down. So let's teleport to 0. Go back into the game. Pacha. There we go. And now, no matter what, it's always going straight forward. So that would be the ideal dash for looking straight forward. Okay. So this is the point whenever we need to look at the player's direction. There's going to be like a stamina bar. If you have more stamina, you dash longer. It's not going to be like that. It's kind of going to work like whenever you jump, you get one dash. And then as whenever you're in the air, you can't dash again until you have landed. 7 viewers, it depends what your channel is about. For example, channel's got babies, got a lot more viewers. Channel's for babies. Okay. Okay. Right, let's clean up, because I've kind of made a bit of a mess of this code, I will be honest. This is like, you know, it's the first time coding live. Things are bound to go a bit haywire, so... Heyo! I'll get better at it. Like, I feel like I probably would have noticed this a lot sooner if I wasn't streaming. Because all of this which I spent like an hour on, is pointless now. Whoops. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna take off my hoodie, one sec. Okay, I'm back. Oh, what did I just do? Open settings. Nice. Don't know how I did that. So right here, whenever we are changing this, so this is whenever we need to change the direction. This can change how far it'll go and stuff, so that is an option. If I wanted to add an option to have like longer dashes or something, I could just change that by changing this number, which is easy. So I'll just set it at 5 for now. So this is the point whenever we need to get the players facing direction. So let's see. I mean, to be fair, I could just do a dash that isn't... I could actually just do this. And have the dash just go wherever you look. That could... Do you know what? I think that's a better way of doing it. I've really overcomplicated this to begin with. Wow. See, this is why you should do pseudocode. I don't do that. There we go. I think that might feel a bit slow. I feel like it needs to increment a bit faster. I can work it out. So, let's go with that for now. All of this is pointless right now. So all this does is... That is a debug, basically. Debug, fix me. So, let's comment this. Yeah, angle dash is pog. So let's summon new markers. Summon marker. Now I think this is the point whenever, because this needs to be multiplayer compatible. I forgot to bring that up, sorry. I didn't change much. Because it needs to be multiplayer compatible, I'm going to give every single player an ID, so it makes sure that if there's 2 players who dashes very near each other, they don't accidentally get pulled on the wrong path, like to the wrong armor stand on the dash path, if that makes sense. So I can do that quite easily, I think. So as player, let's create an ID scoreboard. I don't need that scoreboard anymore. Don't need that. I don't know if I need that. I'll probably use that later. Okay. So let's do scoreboard objectives add underscore. Are you going to add upgrades for dash? I'm not entirely sure. I could add dash. Let's call it dash. What am I going to call it? Dash. Just ID. I don't think I'm muted there. Whoops. Hold on, I will be right back. Yes, I'm aware. My mic was on. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. I'm just, I'm going back to school soon, and we're getting, like, lateral flow tested for, like, COVID and stuff, just to be safe. I'm going in, like, on very limited amounts. I'm in, like, once a week, so that'll be interesting. It'll be good to be back, though. I miss seeing friends. That'll be good. Okay. Where was I? So I have added this ID, so this is where we want to give every single player a unique ID. So as player, let's give ID. I should probably do this first actually. So let's do scoreboard players, add to AS underscore. Can't believe I left my mic on, that's my bad. It's fine. What did I call it? I just called it dash ID 0. So I know if I have a dash ID of 0, that I also need to do this. Scoreboard players add max ID dash ID 0. Right. And then execute if score max ID dash ID matches 0 run scoreboard set max ID. Okay, so that just sets the max ID to 1 initially. That's fine. So if I go back into here, where we're giving the player the ID, we want to execute if the score of AS, they're turning on skills here though. Here it's only for higher skills, it's just for practicals. Yeah, I mean that's what's happening for us as well. That is the same for me. We're just going back like once a week for practical stuff. Dash ID if the score of dash ID matches 0. So if they don't have an ID yet, because whenever you add 0, it'll just always be 0, like no matter what you do. But it means if they don't have a score yet, their score will be 0. So if they don't have an ID yet, their score will be 0. So if it's 0, it will set their ID equal AS dash ID equal to the current stored max ID. And it will also, don't know what I did there. And it will also add one. Add scoreboard players add max ID dash ID 1. So this means every single player, whenever they're assigned an ID, the max ID is increased by 1. So in theory, after doing all that, if I go back into the game, reload, I should now have an ID of 1, and the max ID should be 2. Okay, the max ID isn't 2. I gotta go sleepy time. Yeah, of course. Go for it. have a good sleep. So what have I done here? If score of max ID dash ID matches 0, it sets to 1. And then here, as player, execute if AS dash ID matches 0. It does that for the player. And if dash ID, oh wait, oh I see what I've done. I've done it the wrong way around. And then that actually means I do not need this. So let's go back into the game. Reload. Reset the scores on the dash ID scoreboard. There we go. I'm getting that. So now, I believe if another player was to join, they would get an ID of 2. I'm fairly confident that's working. I can test that out at some other point. So now what I need to do is I need to make sure whenever the marker is summoned, so the thing that is getting like put on the trajectory, I need to make sure it has the same score, or it has an ID which matches mine. So when it's first summoned, we want to do actually, so what I should do is I should add a tag called current player, which will then get removed after this. Whoops. So because this will run as one player, it will do all of this, then it will move on to the next player and run all these commands. So it means I can reference the player here inside of the other function, if that makes sense. So give ID. Okay. So it summons a marker. S run function dash setup marker. I'll just do that. It summons marker. Okay, so now we need to assign ID to the marker. So to do that, execute. I'm just gonna execute as the marker. And because it has the new tag, this means because it has the dash new tag at this point, it means it's the one that's being ran for this player. So execute as a launch table assembly tag. Execute as assign marker. So what I need to do, I'm executing as it, and then I need to set scoreboard players operation. So their dash score or dash ID should equal the player's dash ID. The player. So this is ran as setup dash is ran as the player still. So actually run. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I can actually just do this. Scoreboard players operation. Them. So that armor stands dash ID needs to be limit equals 1 equals @s, which @s is the player in this function, to equal their dash ID. So hopefully what I should see now, I think that's that done. If I go back into the game, whenever I click, an armor stand should get an ID of 1, in which it does. So I can now use that to know that this armor stand here is the one that belongs to me. So it will stop interference with other players. So now I need to follow. Actually, do you know what I'll do first? I'll make it so when they execute right here, all I'm doing is just going to kill them once they've traveled the full distance. Execute if the score of @s dash steps matches 0, run kill @s, and that'll kill the armor stand. So now, if I go back into the game, I feel like I'm kind of getting on a roll now. There we go. After those 5 ticks, it gets destroyed. So now I need to teleport the player to that armor stand, or I need to teleport the player with the same ID as his armor stand to that armor stand. So let's do that. So as marker, in here, I'm gonna do tag @s add current marker. I'm going to remove that tag at the end, remove current marker, and then in here I want to teleport the player. So I need to find the player that has the same ID as me. So to do that, so to find the player with the same ID, I need to do scoreboard, find player with the same ID. I need to execute as all players, and if their score, TP player to armor stand 1 tick before armor stand dies. I think it should be okay as is, because the armor stand won't be visible. So execute as all player if the score, if their score of dash ID equals the score of the current marker. So all entries. I'll need to add a limit equals 1. So if the score of dash ID equals that, then we want to give that player a tag as add found player. So this finds the player which has the same ID as the marker and gives them a tag. And here I will remove those 2 temporary tags which we have added. Like that. Okay. So now at this point we have a tag which knows that. So if I put that up here, find player with the same ID as marker, execute if the score of @s dash steps matches more than 1, TP @s. So that does the teleport of that. But then we also want to know whenever it's more than 1, we want to TP all players whose tag equals found player. I'm not going to force their rotation, so I'm just going to do that. Execute if the score of So I believe this might work. Oh, did I not have that up that whole time? Are you joking? Okay. I just added a load of commentary, and basically I've just... I don't know how long that's not been up for. I've basically just adding... yeah, so sorry. Basically, all I'm saying is that I'm finding the player that has the same ID as the marker, and then I'm teleporting them to the armor stand. It's all I've done there. So if I go back into the game and try this now, hopefully, there we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now I don't know about you guys. This is looking fairly promising. I do think the dash doesn't go enough distance, because it's like... Yeah, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't go enough distance. I feel like it needs to go further than that for it to be useful. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that value in here. Well, there's 2 things I can change. I can change how long it takes to move, and I can change the increment of each time I move. I feel like the dash is supposed to be really fast, so I'm going to keep it at 5 ticks, but I'm just going to increase the increment each time. So as armor stand, where does it get teleported? So instead of teleporting like that, I'm actually going to teleport 1. So that will dash 5 blocks. Let's see how that feels. Does that feel okay? I quite like that. I'm going to make that armor stand invisible for now, because, well, I don't need it anymore, really. So summon an armor stand, and let's make it invisible, and also give it the marker tag to reduce lag. Made it invisible, and give it the marker tag. Still has no gravity. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I'm not... Does it... I mean, I know it's quite jittery, but I think that's kind of the best you can get. Is that 5 blocks? That doesn't feel like 5 blocks, does it? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. When I click this, I should make it to that block. I do not. Did I not reload? Did I forget to save the file or something? If the score TP at S. Relative. Huh. I'm actually not sure about that. Because it's 5 ticks. And it's travelling... How many blocks is that? So it's travelling 1, 2, 3 blocks. When it should be travelling 5. What if I change that to like 5? Like, let's make this... I've just exaggerated it a ton. Okay, that works. So, why is 1 not travelling 5 blocks? That's what I don't understand. It's only travelling 3. Wait, was that... Huh. Okay, let's see. Dash steps is 5, so as marker... Oh, I see. That should be going after. Increase the text. I could increase the text, but I think I quite like the dash being very fast. Oh, that felt weird. Did it? I feel like that looks alright, doesn't it? I mean, I think, obviously it's not very smooth, but I think that does look quite good. Because the plan for this map is it's kind of going to be... Have you ever played that Stickman game, that 2D Stickman game? I kind of want to recreate something like that. And something I'd like would have is a dash. So if you get knocked off, you can like dash back onto the platform. So if you're like knocked off a platform, you can dash back on. And I just think that's a really interesting mechanic. But that's looking quite good, I think. I don't know if I should add a particle. I don't know. What do you guys think? It does look quite glitchy, doesn't it? But there's really not much I can... I mean, I can spam this right now, actually. And, oh. Actually, do you know what? Let's add the cooldown so it makes sure I can only do it once I have landed on the ground. Yeah, particle will look fancy. I think I agree with that. Even like a cloud particle. Right. Okay. Remove the step value. Make it smoother. I agree. It would be nice if it could be smoother, but it's not really possible, unfortunately. Unless... Does it... Wait, hold on. Spectate... I have an interesting idea. I'm not sure... Do you know what? Let's give it a go, because it could make it look a lot smoother. So, whenever you do this, I'm going to set to... In fact, I should do that at the beginning. This is just going to be a... I'm going to try this. I shall be 1 second. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, when teleporting, set player spectator mode, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. I love your mods, but TNT, Rain, and Desktop is not working in Minecraft PE. They should be. I don't know why they wouldn't be. If you have a more detailed bug report, do let me know. But as far as I'm aware, I'm not sure about that. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set the player to spectator, and then instead of teleporting the player here, what I'm going to do, or I'm going to trial, is doing this and making, because there's a slash spectate command now. Spectate, entity, and then whoever it is, right? Slash. I've never used this command before, hold on. Target, then the player. Okay, so we want to spectate at S all that the player with the tag found player. Okay. Let's give that a go. Oh, sorry, I didn't have that up. All I've done there is I'm setting the player into spectator mode at the beginning, and then whenever as the marker, instead of teleporting them, I am setting them to spectate the armor stand. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Eh? Why is it? Are you seeing this? What is this? It's doing like a... I'm very confused by that. I don't know if there's maybe a bit of glitchiness whenever you spectate a mob that it doesn't instantly snap. But this is very odd behaviour. Look at that! Is it cause I'm constantly setting them to spectate? See if I just set them to spectate at the beginning. So... teleports marker to player, so this sets up the dash as player. Set up dash. Okay. Maybe reduce the text? I feel like that might just worsen the problem. I'm not... Okay, hold on. Let's try this. So, whenever I'm setting up the marker, I want to make... So, at S is the player, so I want to spectate that. Okay. It's still doing it. Which is very strange. Look at that. Is it cause it has the marker tag maybe? Could that affect it? Let's get rid of that. That doesn't seem to help. It's like spinning. So see if I was just to spectate this sheep, and if I was to teleport this sheep just in a direction, does it do that weird spin thing? It does. Look at that. That's interesting. What if... Because, wait, now it's working okay. But yeah, you can see it sometimes, like... It doesn't quite latch on. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It's like making you go, like, making you go, but. I think it might just be a bug. Which is a shame. Because that could have made it look a lot better. Yeah. It was worth trying. I don't think that's going to be it, unfortunately, which is a shame. Okay, I've reverted to how it was before, I think. Oh, no, I'm still setting them into spectator. Yeah, when someone plays with a fishing rod. I'm not entirely sure what you mean there. Does that same thing happen? Because if not, possibly using a fishing rod to pull the player could be an option, which would be interesting. Okay. Dash setup marker. So, wait, I need to set the player not into spectator at the beginning. Where is that happening? I forget. Oh, no, did I get rid of it? I think I must have already gotten rid of it. So now? Oh no! But, Find in project. Find in files. Oh, is that maybe why? But, spectate. Why are we getting set into spectator? This isn't going to be for Minecraft PE. This is part of a map I am going to be working on. It's just one of the mechanics I want to get down. I can't believe I spent so long doing that when it was pointless. Oh man. Okay. I'm not really too sure what else to do now. Why am I getting set into spectator? Oh! I see. I know. I've been searching for the wrong command. It's game mode spectator, not... Okay. So there's that. So I guess the last thing I kind of want to add... Well, there's two more things. I want to add particles, and I want to add a... Like, make sure you can only do it once. So, like, make sure you can't spam it in the air. Like that. Amazing. Okay. So let's do that. That should be quite easy. I think I'm going to be finishing up in like 10 minutes. I've not got too long, but I think I can do it within that time. Okay. So, as player, I want to check. So, the click action only happens if they are not on the ground and their tag equals dash. So let's say they have to have the tag dash cooled down. Okay. And then that tag only gets added whenever they're on the ground. So let's add tag when on ground. So let's tag at s, add that, but only do that whenever the player is on the ground. And then inside this function we want to remove that tag. So inside setup dash, I just want to remove cooldown tag, tag at s. Okay. So now, I think I might have just done it actually, hold on. Did I not have that up the whole time? Okay. All I've done is I have... Yep, I'm sorry you couldn't see. That's... Ugh. There must be a better way to do this. I'm going to look into it and see if it's a better way where I can make it automatically just pop up whenever I have it selected. That would be nice. Rather than like doing a hotkey. So all I've done there is in here... setup marker, is it? Where did I put it? So all I'm doing is, as the player, I am giving the player a tag when they're on ground called dashed cooldown. And if they have that tag and they are in the air, then it allows them to dash. But this tag only gets replenished whenever they're on the ground. So in this function, that tag is getting removed. So setup dash removes that tag. So all that means is that as soon as I've done it so as soon as I've done one dash, that tag gets removed and I can't do it again because I don't have that tag until I'm on the ground again. I hope that made sense. Okay. So now, I hopefully should be able to spam it. And I can. I'm spamming. And it's not working. Okay, cool. And then last bit, I guess, is I want to add particles whenever the player is moving. So if I go back to add marker, so just whenever this marker, wherever this marker is, I just want to add particles. So let's do particle cloud, I guess. Let's decide on a cloud, I guess. Slash particle cloud. What is a good setting for it? So I guess I should probably do it a little bit up. Or maybe I should do it... Maybe I should do it like... backwards a little bit. But positioned from the eyes. So execute anchored eyes. And then I'm pretty sure you have to do this because there's a bug in Minecraft. Run. I'm not sure if that's the particle which will be used in the end, but we can try it. So now. Oh, I can't do it because I'm not. It shouldn't be done from my head. I think it should be done... I think it should be done not from the bottom of my feet, but like there. So I believe I can do that is... Which one's down? I always forget which order the carrots are. I'm pretty sure down is the second one, I want to say. So does this one teleport me down? It does. Try using the totem particle. Ooh! That could be a good one. I think I'll do that. Or I'll at least give it a go. And let's go minus 0.5, I guess. What's the totem particle called? Oh. Oh, I thought it would be bigger than that. Okay, let's... Like, I don't know, let's try this. Let's try it. No harm in that. Let's give it a go. Well, I guess it's just not recognized by the syntax thing. That's interesting. Not an issue though. Yeah, I think it does look quite cool. I don't know how much of a delay there is on this, by the way. I think... I was thinking it was like 20 seconds, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh. 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 Okay, I've clearly broke something. I forgot to write particle. I forgot to write the word particle. That explains it. Okay. Is that overboard? I quite like that, to be honest. I don't know if it's too many particles. No, I quite like that. I think that looks really good. I'm happy with that. And I think in the eventual map, people are going to have like a level of jump boost as well. So let's say I'll have like jump boost that. Like that. Oh, not like that. Let's go like, I don't know, 2. You do kind of fall like right after. You kind of lose like all forward momentum. Or, oh, I think it's really only whenever you look up you kind of do that. That's cool though. Thinking about it though, I have just thought of an issue it has. Because if I do this... Yep. I forgot to check for air. Hold on. I need to create a block tag. It tags, blocks, and I want to call it, I don't know, what should I call it? Let's call it valid air.json, and I believe is it like that? I can't actually remember from the top of my head. Let me quickly go and have a look at another one of my data packs which has it. Let's see. That'll just take like 2 seconds. Not even that. Well, it'll take 2 seconds, but it won't take long. Give me like 30 seconds. Yep, there are 3 types of air. That's why I'm creating a block tag for it. Oh no, no, I think I was right actually then. Okay. Or I was close. So yeah, there's air. There, it's so weird how there's 3 types of air. So there's air, there's void air, and there is one more, cave air. So then in here, all I want to do is I want to do a check. I need to go in here. And then, where am I doing this? My brain is getting a bit fried at this point. Where does that happen? Where does it get teleported? So it gets teleported there, but it should only teleport if the block... I'm actually going to go 1.3 blocks ahead and 1 block ahead. So I'll check 1 block ahead if it's hashtag dash valid air, and then I'll also do a similar check, but I'll check a little bit further ahead just so you don't actually accidentally end up in like the exact inside of a block, because your hitbox would like go through it a little bit, so that's why I'm doing that. I think 1.3 is enough. Run TP. Okay. And then I want to do the same there. But right, I am going to have to like cut off the stream like now. I am pretty much done. What I'll do is I'll post an update on my Twitter once I've got it done. But thank you all for being here and watching. Very much appreciated. It's been a bit of a wild ride. My brain's been a bit all over the place. First time I've done this. So, all considered, I could have done this a lot faster if I wasn't streaming. But I think I enjoyed it, and I hope you might have found it a little bit useful. I'll get better at it, like doing it live. I think I've got a lot of stuff on my mind whenever I'm doing this, because I'm having to think about like all the stream and the chat and all that fun stuff, which is great. But yeah, so yeah, that's me done for now. I will finish that. So I'm just going to make it so it makes sure you don't accidentally dash inside of a block. But that's quite an easy fix. That won't take too long. But otherwise, thank you all for being here. I'll go back into the game. Thank you all for being here. I do hope you enjoyed. In fact, why am I doing that? I have Optifine. Let's get very close. Right, I'll see you. Thank you for watching. Bye!